For the few in attendance and the thousands watching at home, this is the Hot 10 Comics of the Week Breakdown. Welcome back to another video. This really popped when I saw it. That to me is a monster increase. Again, this book got hot. This book is ready to go higher. So let's jump right into it. We are back today with another statue review from Diamond Select Toys. Without further ado, let's get into the review. What is good, YouTube? This is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics and Collectibles, and thank you for joining me for another Hot 10 Breakdown of the Week. If you guys aren't familiar with this one, I take the 10 hottest comics according to the Key Collector app, and I break them down for you guys, letting you know which I'd be buying, and of course which I'd be staying away from. But before we get started in the video, like always, I want to remind you guys, if you're not currently a subscriber, do yourself a favor, click that sub button, smash that like button, help the channel out, and of course check out all the new merch I have available down below. With that said, let's get into this week's breakdown. Coming in at the 10 spot this week is a copy of Crime Suspense Stories 22 in this iconic cover by the great Johnny Craig, and a CGC 5.0 just sold last week for a whopping $8,700 of 33% over the average. Then we also had a CGC 3.5 sale for $4,800, up 5% over that average. You guys know this is one of the best pre-code horror comics you can go out and buy right now. I'm always a buyer of it anytime I can get it for a deal. I'm not paying over ask. I'm not paying over GPA. For me, there's enough copies out there for everyone, but yes, I'm 100% a buyer. Coming in at number 9 this week is a copy of Amazing Spider-Man number 34 and the second appearance of Gwen Stacy and Harry Osborn, and a CGC 8.5 just sold last week for $950, up a crazy 20% over that average. Then we also had a CGC 5.0 sale for $190, up 7% over that average. You guys know I love me some Silver Age Amazing Spider-Man, but there's no way in hell I'm spending $950 even though it's a 9.0 copy of this book. For me, I think if you want to get a low to mid grade for under $200, that's totally 100% fine. But for me, I'd rather have the first appearance of Harry Osborn and Gwen Stacy, Amazing Spider-Man number 31. To me, that is the better book. Double first appearance and an undervalued key. Coming in at number 8 is a new book to this list. It is a copy of Brave and the Bold number 57 and the first appearance and origin of Metamorpho, and a CGC 7.5 just sold the prior week for a crazy $640, up 16% over that average. But that is not it. We also had a CGC 5.0 sale for $300, up another 46% over that average. Then we had a CGC 4.5 sale for $286, up almost 60% over the average. When I start seeing these high jumps in price over a short period of time, that really raises the caution flag in my opinion. I know all DC books right now with first appearances are really hot. To me, if you're a huge Metamorpho fan, go ahead and pick up this book. Other than that, I'll probably wait till after we get an announcement to see if this book drops back down. Coming in at number 7 this week is a copy of Green Lantern number 59 and the first appearance of Guy Gardner, Hal Jordan's backup Green Lantern. You all know why this book is on this list. Nathan Fillion is said to have gotten the role of Guy Gardner in the DCEU. And a CGC 8.5 just sold the prior week for $988, up 18% over that average. Then we had a CGC 7.0 sell for $450, up another 16% over that average. Then we had a lowly CGC 4.5 sell for $210, up another 22% over the average. Now I'm going to say with this book, why you're going to go out and buy it right now. We just got the announcement that he's going to be playing that character. You should have bought this book already if you're a Green Lantern fan. If you're not a fan of Green Lantern, there's no way in hell I'm touching this book right here, right now. Dropping to number 6 this week is a copy of Spider-Man 2099 number 1 and the first appearance and origin of Spider-Man 2099, and a CGC 9.8 just sold the prior week for $221, up 48% over that average. Man, this book is still going up. I cannot believe it. But now finally dropping to the 6th spot. Again, I told you guys this. My LCS had a couple of copies of this book for $15 each in high grade. There's no way I'm spending over $200 on a 9.8 copy of this one. It's just not worth it. Wait for this stuff to die down. And if you want to own a copy for cheap, I'd pick it up. At the 5 spot this week is a copy of Amazing Spider-Man number 78 and the first appearance of the Prowler, Hobie Brown, and a CGC high grade 9.0 just sold last week for $720, up 3% over that average. Then we had a CGC 6.0 sell for $201, up 14% over the average. Again, you guys know I love Amazing Spider-Man keys, but I'm not paying up for these smaller first appearances. I don't think it's worth it. You want to own the book, buy it in mid to low grade just to have in the collection. I see no reason to go out and get yourself a high grade copy. It is just not worth it for this character, no matter even if he does show up in the MCU. Dropping to number 4 this week is a copy of Amazing Spider-Man number 41 and the first appearance of the Rhino in this classic cover by the great John Romita, and a CGC 7.5 just sold last week for $1,341, up a crazy 49% over that average. Then we had a CGC 6.0 sale for $620, up 12% over the average. Then we had a slab of a 3.5 sell for $349, up 17% over that average. You guys know I absolutely love this book. I love John Romita, and I absolutely love the Rhino. But right now is not the time to buy this book unless you're getting it for a deal. Too many people out there are specking on it because we saw that trailer for the Craven movie. It's not worth it. It's a book I definitely want to own, but I'm waiting a little bit longer for this book to come back down. Coming in at number 3 this week is a copy of Wolverine number 1 and the first appearance of Wolverine in his own solo title, albeit a limited series. This is also an iconic cover by the great Frank Miller, and a CGC 9.8 just sold again last week for $729, up 5% over the average. Then we had a CGC 9.2 sale right up my alley for $169, up 7% over the average. I tell you guys this all the time, it's a book you must own in your collection, but I don't want to spend the high dollar amount in high grade that it's going for. I think a 9.2, 9.4 is right in the wheelhouse if you want to own this book. Other than that, why own it? I'd rather have a bigger Wolverine key. Dropping 1 spot and falling to number 2 this week is a copy of Ultimate Fallout 4 and the first appearance of Miles Morales, and a CGC 9.6, not a 9.8, sold last week for $799, up 11% over the average. You guys know I only want to own this book in a 9.8, but right now I don't want to spend the money that it's going for, right around anywhere from $1,500 to $1,800. I'm saying wait till it drops back down under $1,500 and then I'd be a buyer, but only for the long term. If you don't want to own this book for the next 20 plus years, I wouldn't be buying it right now. And coming in at the top spot this week and finally making it there is a copy of New Mutants 98 and the first appearance of Deadpool, and a CGC 9.8 just sold last week for $1,579, up 3% over that average. But then we had a CGC 9.8 newsstand edition sell for $3,000, up 2% over that average. You guys know I always want to own this book in a 9.8, and I'll add white pages to boot. Yes, I'm 100% a buyer of this book, but why do it right now? You know the hype is so high with Ryan Reynolds going to be in Deadpool 3 in the next year or so. I say wait till after that movie comes out, and let's see this book drop a little bit to under $1,500, and then if you're a long-term holder, pounce on this book. That's it for the list this week, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Again, some of the same books reappearing on this list. Hopefully we get some new meat soon, because I really love to cover some new books. Regardless, it is now time for my best buy of the week, and it is Crime Suspense Stories number 22 in this iconic cover by the great Johnny Crab. Again, anytime I see this book and I can get it for a little bit of a deal, I'd always be a buyer. One of the few pre-code horror books that I absolutely love. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics Collectibles saying thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.